Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we got the car back in the shop here after last weekend's Exxon Valdez disaster of oil leaks and everything there. But we've talked to a few people already and come up with a couple of ideas of what this could be. We did reach out to one person, Mr. James Finney. He's had some issues with this before. He's got a Hemi with a single turbo and everything, and we asked, hey, have you had a problem, this and that? And one thing that he had said to take a look at is the seals in the turbo. He had the same issue. So he said, pull the turbo off, pull it apart, check the seals on both the intake side and the exhaust, and see exactly if there's an issue there. So as you can see, we've already got the intake off. We started taking the exhaust bolts off here. Now we are going to finish getting everything off, all the mounts, oil drains and such on there. And then we will tear it apart. The other issue we're going to look at on there as well to fix this problem while we're spooling, having the oil coming out, is the return line. The return line coming down. So we talked to Steve Morris. He's a super nice guy on there. He's great to work with, and he offered us some advice as well. He had talked about the oil return line on here. He said that the oil return line down here may be either too small. It could be that we have an angle in it right away here. That could be a problem. Or back that down over here, we are actually already to the oil level in the oil pan. So we're going to double check all of this stuff. If we have to make a new return line that comes at a different angle, we're going to do that. Hopefully we don't have to put like a scavenge pump on here. I really don't want to have to do that, but I mean, if it's crucial to making this work, that's what we'll do. So we're going to go ahead, get this turbo off and get it apart and show you guys what's inside there. Hey guys, real quick, I want you to go check out our new website. The link is in the description below on YouTube. It is badinfluencegarage.com, and that's where we have our I Am a Bad Influence shirts, our Bad Influence Garage shirts. We also have two new hats. We have the flat bill Bad Influence Garage hat, and we also have the Curve Bill Trucker Richardson hat. So go take a look there, buy some merch. It helps us out so we can actually take and put that back into the channel and make everything better here. So I'm back. I had to run and go get something to eat because I was hungry and it's after work. So Al, he's taking a quick sit down. He got the turbo torn apart, and as we can see here, that is really shiny. Let's go like this. And there's oil. Actually, there's a lot of oil on there. We're seeing oil there. We are seeing oil, actually, you can see the blue because we run Lucas. So there's blue oil in there. Over here, see the oil in there? There's actually oil sitting down in there. And inside the exhaust, right here, we have oil. So knowing that, we have to take apart the turbo, and it's going to need a seal on both the hot side and the cold side on there. And then we'll get this back together. We're gonna change the way that the drain from the turbo is going down. We're just gonna reroute it to give it a little bit more higher angle coming down. It was going underneath coming underneath this. So it would have been there, and that's giving it a lower point. We're going to take it and put it up like this, and then we're going to put a fire sleeve over the line. We'll have to shorten this up just a little bit, but that's going to keep it up and hopefully with a more straight shot down on there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this turbo apart. We'll show you the innards of that, and then, hey everyone. So we are back up on the bench. We have the turbo slightly torn apart. I kind of put some of it back together because I want to show you guys what we found in here and kind of show you guys the inside of a PT 118 or a Precision Turbo 118 millimeter turbo. So let's get this camera moved. With the billet wheel, the nut is actually built into the wheel on there. These are left-handed threads, so make sure that you're turning it the correct way to loosen it. We actually had to make a quick fixture and put this into our vise to be able to get this off. So now that we got that, there is a snap ring that has to come off. That's right here. A snap ring will come off. And then we can start taking off all the different layers. So you have what looks to be a thrust plate on here. And then this is actually the seals. So if you can see, they're a snap ring style seal. So when it gets on there, it comes down and it looks like they are just worn out. They're not holding anymore. So that's your seal right there. You have an intermediate plate that's holding the bearing, so it's more of like a bearing thrust plate on there. And then you can see the bearings are right here. Now if we go ahead and give it a little push, we can pull everything apart this way. So now we've got our bearings right here. We can actually push those out with the shaft or with a screwdriver, anything like that. And Al was already talking about possibly just replacing the bearings since we're this far. Might as well just put new bearings in it. It's not that big of a deal. But then this is all your center section. That's all billet aluminum on here. Has your has a journal bearing in here as well as the roller bearings. And then you have a cover and your exhaust turbine. You know, here is the seals for the exhaust side. You know, it's built into that, so it's all one piece and everything kind of sandwiches all through here. So that there is the inside of a Precision Turbo. We're gonna go ahead and it looks like these seals are going to be very specific to this turbo, so we're probably gonna have to call Precision and try to get those seals and see if we can get them, you know, in a day or two. I would say our next outing will be back at Brainerd, where we will make sure everything is 100% on this. We're gonna go out, try to get our licensing done, and then we're going to try then swap over to radials and test on radials before we have to go back out there. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, everything. We appreciate everybody that watches, and until next time, guys, be safe out there.